So the Anulom Vilom is the most mispronounced word that I've heard. I've heard people calling it Avlom Vilom, anything, kuch bhi, you know. But the idea is that you should know how to practice the Anulom Vilom correctly. And it's one of the very advanced breathing practice, pranayam, right? Where we balance both the right and the left hemispheres of the brain, which is what gives balance in life. You are neither right brain oriented nor left brain oriented. The practice of the Anulom Vilom clears the brain, and of course, as it is balancing the chemical imbalances of the brain, it gives you clarity, it brings balance in your life. So the first thing is, because we need a point of concentration, the index finger is placed just above the bridge of the nose. So here, between the eyebrows, okay, just right here. So you can put your finger on the bridge of the nose and just slide it up a little bit, okay. Now the thumb is placed on the right nostril, and the ring finger and the little finger are placed on the left nostril. So this is the position of the fingers. Middle finger is folded in, or you can leave it in the air, whatever. So middle finger is not used, okay? You all know what we use the middle finger for, right? So here we go. Add that. That's what the yogis use the middle finger for. Now inhale through the right, up into the brain. Then closing the right nostril, exhale through the left. Then we inhale through the left. Close it. Open the right nostril, exhale through the right. This is also called the alternative nostril breathing. Breathing in from the right. So the nostril that you're not breathing from is closed. Okay, close it. Exhale from the left. Then inhale from the left. Exhale from the right. Now, as you do this, sometimes your finger shifts here or there. So try and bring it back to the center again. And keep your point of concentration here. So the eyes are gently turning upwards and concentrating on this point between the eyebrows. And let's do this for a couple of minutes. Keep your head straight, so you're not looking down or not looking up, but the head is looking straight in front of you. Neck, head balanced nicely on the neck, no stress, shoulders sloping down. And the breath is very gentle. I've seen a lot of people pulling the breath like this. You don't need to do that, okay? Just gently breathe in and out. Taking a nice, easy, long breath. Feeling the breath flowing in, flooding the brain. Coming out. And then through the other nostril, flooding the other side of the brain. And then coming out. So it forms a sort of loop. Okay, carry on. Sometimes people have a problem, one nostril is too blocked, there's a deviated septum. But remember that the pran doesn't really need, we are using the medium of the breath because it's the most tangible for us. But the pran doesn't need this narrow or broad nostril. It can pass through it, clearing whatever blockages there are. So be gentle with yourself and breathe. And also as you're breathing, you will notice that your one nostril is more open than the other. And this is part of the Swara Yoga where you understand that this is connected with the functioning of the brain. So for an hour or so, one nostril is open, the other one is slightly blocked, and then there's a switch. And then this nostril opens up and this nostril gets blocked. So the brains take turns in functioning. So for an hour plus, the left brain is functioning, and then there's a switch, it shuts down, and then the right brain starts working. So this is a way of actually just like a machinery, the brain's like a machine, it takes rest. So one hemisphere rests, the other one works, the other one rests, the other side works. That's it. It's such a simple meditation pranayam technique that you can practice it, and anytime you are disturbed, you're upset, you can practice this Anulom Vilom, and you'll find yourself going into a state of calmness. The chemical imbalances in the brain are corrected. But of course, it takes a long time. If you're already on a medication for any mental issue, then you have to continue taking the medication and then continue with the practice of the pranayama. And slowly, hopefully, you'll get weaned off the medication. I'm doing this without putting my hand, because the yogi with practice can control the breathing without actually doing all this physical closing and opening. So you inhale from the right without holding the nostril, take it up into the brain, exhale from the left, and inhale from the left, exhale from the right. So imbalances occur when we use one brain overly more than the other, forcing the right brain to keep working or the left brain to keep working. This happens because of the subjects we study, the jobs that we do. So there has to be a balance between both creative and logical. So mathematics and art. And if you see the connection, it's really beautiful, because it's really not so different from one another. Now, just to add a little bit more power to the Anulom Vilom, start holding your breath. So you'll inhale from the right, take the breath up into the brain, and hold your breath. When you hold your breath, close both the nostrils, just as long as you can. We are not counting. Exhale from the left, again hold. Inhale from the right, hold. Exhale from the left, again hold. Now repeat this, holding after each exhalation and inhalation, and keeping your concentration here in the midpoint between the eyebrows. So when you hold the breath, the pran pushes its way into the brain. So schizophrenia, insomnia, bipolarism, a clouded mind. These are the areas which are cured, bringing clarity to your mind. Vivek Buddhi, faculty of clear thinking. So yoga brings results only when you give it time. So you have to sit, nobody can do this Anulom Vilom for you. You have to do it yourself to reap the benefits. We'll finish by completing the cycle, exhaling from the left. And then bring your hands down, and instead of just rushing to work, sit for a little while. Stay in the state of balance. And equilibrium. But now relax.